Push me to the limit, we just fucked and we ain't finished. Working all night for.
There's this girl named Katya that I worked with 2 years ago, and she reached out to me via Instagram, and she was like, hey, I really love your look. I think we could create something really great together. We did that, and then 2 years later, my life being totally fucking different, like now that I'm busy 25/8, I remembered her, which is why connections are so important. And I was like, you'd be the perfect fit for my music video. So I met with her, and I had a whole outline created for it. Like, I was technically going to direct it, but the budget that I needed for what I wanted to do, and the time that I would have needed for what I wanted to do were like almost completely out of reach for the deadline of dropping the song and the music video. On my schedule right now, I'm dropping a song every 3 weeks, a music video every month. And so this requires a lot of preparation and planning. And I'm technically my own manager right now. And so I have to manage my video shoots and my photo shoots, all the people that I'm working with, so like my makeup artists, my hairstylists, the people in the studio, like any features that I'm doing. And I'm also managing my social media, which is a lot of fucking work, and I don't think people realize all of that.
It's not true.
I don't think that people realize what it's really like being on set for a music video, especially as an independent artist, as your own manager, as your own almost everything. It can be there's a lot of pressure there. It's really nerve-wracking at times because, there's that one component that's like, well, I want everything to go as smoothly and as perfect as possible. I've put together almost a flawless team. Everybody's on time, everybody's efficient, everyone gets along, everyone's laughing, there's food and drinks here, I'm trying my best. But I think that just comes from caring about it a lot, and so, that's a good thing. But it feels really liberating, and it's really empowering at the same time, because in a sense, everybody's here because of me, and I really, really fucking appreciate that. It's not every day that you can work with a group of people that all get along and actually care about the vision that you're putting together.
Since you wanna get to deep stars, where's a world where we can be?
So there is obviously a quality difference between working in a big professional studio where their equipment is worth hundreds, thousands, even millions of dollars, and versus working in a home studio. But people also don't realize that a lot of really big hits came from $300 microphones in a closet. I think that the feel of a professional studio is definitely cooler. People love to go there and flex and be like, look, I'm in a cool recording studio, but I'm also blowing $500 more than I have to. But it's okay because it looks and feels cool. And sometimes it's totally worth it. Sometimes it's cheaper than renting some microphones that are worth $3,500 or $1,000, obviously.
I'm slowly killing myself, trying so hard at the back of the shelf. It's just the same every day. I'm writing these songs.
I was raised in a Filipino household. It's very traditional within our culture to sing karaoke every effing night. So I think I've just been doing it ever since. I know my mom told me that I started whistling at the age of 2 because my crib was right in front of a window that had a bird's nest. So maybe my singing beginnings began from whistling.
My God, white tea in my pocket. He kept me redder than the devil till I go nauseous. And she asked me if I do this every day. I said often. Asked how many times she rode the wave. Not so often. Bitches down to do it either way.
I started performing at church, actually. I think I was maybe 7 or 8 years old, and that was also when I started learning how to play the piano. I grew up in a really religious family, which I am no longer religious. Music is the devil's art. Anyway, and so I think it was right before my 13th birthday, and I was in 8th grade in middle school. this guy that lives in Los Angeles, California, contacted me via, I think it was YouTube, and then he found my email through my like Instagram or something. And he was saying, I have this really big connection in Atlantic Records. It's one of the head A&Rs. And we just have to put together like a photo shoot, a video shoot, and then we have to record a couple of my songs. So we're gonna take care of your flight, we're gonna take care of where you're staying, everything's gonna be like totally paid for. We just want you to come here because we believe in what you're doing. And I actually read that email right after church. I like was mid eating a donut, and then my parents were right there, and I was like, is this real? There's no fucking way this could be real, because I was just like a 13-year-old, you know, thinking like I'm having a lot of fun doing this. Like maybe being famous would be super cool, but I had no creative freedom, and I would play my songs for that producer, and at the time, like I was saying, I felt really lonely, so all of the ballads I was writing were really sorrowful, and like they were the kind of shit that people don't want to hear as soon as you walk into like a studio meeting where you're about to get fucking signed. Nobody wants to hear you crying about your life. They just want to hear about all the great, probably fake things that you're going through.
Lines on your tattooed heart. Oh,
Anyway, the deal was kind of ridiculous, and my producer wanted like a boatload of fucking money, and my parents are not filthy fucking rich, and nor were they stupid, you know, to do something like that. So we left that meeting thinking that, okay, either we're gonna find a way to dish out the money, or we're just gonna keep flying solo. Within that year, I dropped my own EP. It had 5 songs on it, and it was very, very, very poorly produced in the corner of my bedroom with like a little $60 microphone. But I think that's where it all starts, you know? I was like, I believe in what I'm doing. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing right now, but at least I'm having fun and enjoying it. Like, this feels right. I had this talent show, and I sang one of the songs for that album, and it was really great. Everybody was really supportive of it. I think I kind of took everyone by surprise because I was a little 13-year-old singing this sad-ass Christina Aguilera ballad. Making the decision to become an independent artist was probably one of the smartest and scariest decisions that I made. But I always knew that it was going to be the right way to go, because everybody's independent now. And it isn't until they have like a huge following on social media or a billion plays on like SoundCloud or wherever it is that they're listening that labels approach them. Like most labels require that certain individuals or bands or whatever it is has a certain number of people following them, a certain number of streams, and like tours and concert dates and everything in order for them to even be considered like record label worthy.
All my bad bitches bring it. Yes! All my bitches come out. All my bad bitches bring it. Can't fuck with me, I'm too icy. Drop down on this beat, this pussy pricey.
It was so exhilarating. I had this bigger stage, like in comparison to the first place that I performed at, and while I was doing it and after the performance, I was like, this feels right. This is exactly what I need to be doing for the rest of my life or for a very, very long time. Like, if I enjoy it this much and other people can enjoy it too, like this is literally my second gig, then like everything just feels great right now.
For you.
Without the people that are around me today, and like even in the past, and even the people that, you know, that bullied me and treated me horribly, still big thank you and warm hugs to them, because I would not be out here doing exactly what I want to be doing if it wasn't for all of that pushing. Yeah, so big warm thank you, big warm kisses. Because I am doing exactly what I want to do, even though it's kind of hard, but I love it.